Would you say you are a better-than-average driver? Most people would, right? Statistically, the majority of people believe they are above average in many aspects of life, whether it's intelligence, kindness, or, for example, driving. This is what psychologists call the better-than-average effect. It is a cognitive bias where we overestimate our own abilities compared to others. But what if I told you this bias extends beyond personal skills and into something far more pressing: climate change? Research suggests that many of us believe we are doing better than most when it comes to reducing our environmental impact. Since we think we are already ahead, we might not feel the need to do much more. But in reality, our collective efforts are often far below what is needed to combat climate change. Climate change is known for increasing feelings of guilt and helplessness. This could cause someone to seek empowerment, comparing themselves to someone more self-exonerating. Leviston and Uren suggested that the better-than-average effect reduced feelings of guilt and responsibility due to climate change. 5,000 Australians answered a survey addressing their pro-environmental behaviors compared to others. This was then compared to an accurate report, which allowed Leviston and Uren to determine how many people overestimated, were accurate, and underestimated the amount of pro-environmental behaviors they did. People who overestimated were called self-enhancers. Those who were accurate, self-assessors, and those who underestimated were deemed self-deprecators. Feelings of guilt and moral, ethical duties were also rated on a scale from 1 to 5 by answering thoughts on climate change. More than half of the participants were the self-enhancers. The remaining were split between self-assessors and self-deprecators. Self-enhancers had less guilt and stronger feelings of moral and ethical duties, so their hypothesis was supported. Self-enhancers showed lower feelings of guilt. Although they rated stronger moral and ethical duties by self-enhancing, those individuals were shown to not take proper responsibility. Self-enhancers feel less guilt and in return take fewer personal actions even if their lifestyle contributes significantly to emissions. There is a fine line between your opinion on yourself and others, and what improvements could actually be made. Your thoughts are not always reality, especially when induced by a threat like climate change. It is important to make accurate self-assessments to be able to take proper accountability. This is key to saving our world. Being able to not so easily rely on bias could very well be the motivation we need to make this possible.